Another day, another day. The question of the census today is, why do we keep on trying? Why do we keep on trying? This is not going to be a long one because this is based on recent experience on what's been going on in school and my personal experiences. But for the face of the matter, I just wanted to ask myself the reason. Why do we as individuals keep on trying? What motivates us to keep on going and creating this false sense of reality and having this one thing that we tend to cling on and become obsessed with for the rest of our lives to define us as people? Why do we build that upon ourselves? What motivates us to be actual people? Well, not actual people. Why do we actually just try? Why do we move up every single day in the morning, have sleepless nights when we can't even think about what's the next move? Why do we actually find reasoning in reason? Because at the end of the day, we can't control every decision that we make except plan it out. But we try because we want to feel real. You know, just think about the reason why you wake up in the morning, why you have a job, why you consider your family close, and what you do it for. See, I've decided on the consensus of this video is not going to be much of a prolific, episodic, narrative video on why we actually just keep on trying and what's the philosophical and psychological impact on it and what's the real refrain on it. But we're rather going to focus on how to continue, because that's it. Why do we keep on trying? What's the reason for going forward, motivating ourselves and just actually trying at the end of the day? Saying trying so many times. Why? What? The bag of it all is that it's never easy. I try to tell myself every single day that there's a reason why you're doing this for, and I know the end goal of it, but I never know the reason for it. We just continue to keep on going because that's how we've been built from day one. You've always had a dream. You've always had something of your life figured out at the end, because I don't believe one single human being in this entire life actually didn't picture the end, the final end of life, how you're going to picture your death and how you're going to actually leave this episodic message on the earth and just be remembered for, at least 2 generations. Because at the end of the day, your name will be forgotten. Your impact will be there to the ones you love. So then why do we try? No one else is going to remember why exactly is it that you as an individual did what you did, but exactly how you did it. They're not going to ask, oh man, what exactly went through your head while doing this exact, good deed or just such an impact on the world. Why is it that you tried? No one cares about why you tried. Everyone cares about how did you do it? What impact it left. Why do I want to do it? Think about your favorite movie and your favorite director. I'm rambling, but at the end of the day, an impact of your thought leads to another thought. That effortless desire that you had in the beginning, that suffering just fades away eventually. No one really cares about what you went through. They just want to know how you did it. So basically, this video is kind of for myself to remind me that it's okay to feel hopeless sometimes. It's okay to just not be okay and just think that it's probably just all for nothing, but that no one is seeing it for a reason, because they're not going to care for that reason. They're just going to look at the result. And that result is what you're going to be remembered for. And that beauty, exactly, is not going to come out of, oh man, you must be some beautiful creature to think of this. You don't view it that way. You look at what could have been and what could have actually went through deep sweat and pain. So I guess my main point in all of this is the helpless you needs to find a hero that's gonna come and save it. The helpless you needs to find a hero that's gonna come and save it.